Hi, hello, it's Debbie Skyrme, and I'm Celebrant Spain. And who am I talking to today?
Me! Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Marian Herrero, the wedding planner at your wedding in Spain. And it's a pleasure, Debbie, to be with you this morning here again.
No, the pleasure's mine. It's all mine. Now, I've been having some inquiries coming through, and a lot of people are very interested in the question of viewings. So I thought the best person to talk to about viewings would be you, Marianne. How can you help me, and how can you help couples about the question of viewings, please?
Viewings are a big, well, actually, choosing the venue for a couple is probably one of the main tasks, along with the budget. I always talk about the budget. I'm sorry, I always put the budget on top of things, but it's like a big thing. But anyway, talking about venues are like, my God, it's so emotional. It's emotional to choose a venue, and at the moment it's very difficult with all these restrictions.
Yeah. I mean, normally you'd have viewing trips, wouldn't you?
That's what we do.
We have a viewing trip service.
Exactly. We have created this specific service for people who are just looking for a venue. They don't even know if they need a planner or not. They don't know where the venue is going to be. They just have an idea of the area. That doesn't mean that they know all the venues there. So, but by coming to us, we can show them, obviously based on their taste.
Yeah.
We're gonna look for the right venue for them. So we will give them a few of them. I would say that we give them a big list, and I want them to focus on the pros and the cons of each one and make a choice of, I would say, between 3 and not more than 5.
How do they know what kind of questions to ask themselves if this is going to be the right venue, or to ask the venue owners or the caterers? How do they know what kind of questions to ask?
That's a great question, because it's very difficult to make the right decision, especially for them, because normally they make the decisions by heart. Okay, by what they feel. And if you look at from the point of view of the professional ones, let's say, there are quite a few things to have in mind that will help them to know. And that's why for this special service, we have created a questionnaire that they will receive. This one is in Spanish, because this one is the one that we made for us when we were creating this service, right? And we have divided by, I would say, departments, let's say, or areas like ceremony. Are you looking for a venue where you want to do the ceremony at the venue, or are you going to a church and then going to the reception for the venue? That's a thing to have in mind. How many people are you invited? Do they have chairs there, or do have to take a caterer, or rent all that? So many questions that the most of the couples don't know, because it's their first time that they're planning a wedding, right? So we put all our knowledge in here. And what we do for this service is like we give them, if they come personally, we give them a clipboard with a lovely pen from your wedding in Spain. And we give them all the questions, and they also have a little space for taking some notes. It's important to have the pros and the cons of each venue. And another thing that helps for that is that I'm going personally with them. I actually pick them up with my car, and we say, they'll have a timeline, as everything is scheduled for them.
Yeah.
So they don't have to think about anything, just being at the meeting point when I tell them, and the rest is just being with me 4 or 5 hours to visit every single venue that we have decided beforehand, and then they can enjoy being with experienced wedding planner.
Yeah, and of course, language is not a problem because you're fluent in English and Spanish. So
as you can see. No, but yeah, it's a service. I have to say that it's a service that I enjoyed very much, because you can see, you know, when you go with a couple and you know that the place that you're visiting might be a very good idea for them, it might be a very good choice for them, and then you can see their faces when they come in, and you say, you can tell from their faces that this is the venue. Yeah, it's a lovely service, really. I enjoyed it so much.
So it really doesn't matter if you're a couple that wants to organise everything themselves, but you're not sure where to start, so you want a DIY wedding, or if you want to organise most of it but have somebody coordinate it on the day, or if you want to have a wedding planner to organise everything for you. This is just a really good first place for anybody to start.
Exactly. It doesn't really matter what kind of wedding you have in mind, or it doesn't really matter if you're not sure about having a wedding planner or not. Maybe you can decide that later.
Yeah.
But the first step is to decide a date, or be flexible on that. But let's say that decide a date, and then go for the venue. Yeah. And one good thing about the service is that obviously it has a price. It will depend. It's a tailor-made service, right? As you can imagine. So it will depend on what area are you looking for. So then we will make a quotation for you, just especially for you, right? Everything's going to be always very clear, written, everything clear. But I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that once you have paid that, and after a while, or because maybe you fall in love with me, I don't know, it could happen. But let's say that you're not sure about having a wedding planner, but later on you carry on with your planning yourself, and later on you think that, okay, I need somebody to take over all what I have done, and I want to have a very calm day in my wedding, so I want somebody to be there to coordinate the wedding. You can call us and we will deduct the money that you have paid already for this service from the fee. So it's not like losing this money. It's a kind of an investment. It's not a kind of, it's actually an investment.
So if ultimately they go with you either as the event coordinator on the day or as their wedding planner, then the money they've spent on the viewing trip, they'll get back. It'll be part of the overall cost of the...
Exactly. That's exactly how it is. So that's why people enjoy it very much.
Couples screaming at us though. At the moment, we can't travel.
I know. So annoying. But anyway, we have solved that problem. Okay. How? We have the solution. We are problem solvers here. The solution is we will do all the process exactly the same, but obviously video calls and stuff. And afterwards, when you have decided the venues that you want to know a bit more about them, then I go myself personally and I make a virtual tour with them. So I will call them when I'm in the place, and I can show them exactly, this is how it looks like, this is here, this is like. And there's another thing very important. I think I mentioned that before, but as you go with me, and I normally, I don't know all the venues in Spain, but I normally have worked with them already. I can tell you from my point of view, the pros and the cons. Being with someone who is a professional one, someone who can make decisions by thinking and not only by heart. Yeah. You see what I mean? Because some of the couples think, oh yeah, I want to have the musicians here. They can picture their wedding when they go to a venue and they can see themselves there. It's like, I would put the band here or there, and then you say, okay, no, the kitchen is there, so the band is not going to be there. We're going to place them here. Always giving advices and tips to get the best out of the place.
Yeah, because you have to be practical.
Exactly. Yeah. And you want everything to go smoothly, and to have everything smoothly is like having a good planning.
Yeah. For me, it's a bit like a car. I love having a beautiful car to drive, but I know nothing about cars. So when I go to buy a car, I look at the colour and the shape and does it sound nice? But I have to take my husband with me to look under the bonnet and say, well, yeah, this is good, or this is.
You need your husband as well to tell you, hi, honey, how do I look like here?
Yeah,
exactly. Do I look nice? Yeah, no, I totally understand. It's a very good analogy thing, but it's totally like this, because we are, when we talk about weddings, we talk about emotions, we talk about nerves, we talk about, my God, it's a big investment and it's a big effort for everybody. So I want them to have the best day and the best experience in their lives.
Yeah.
So
brilliant. That's brilliant. So was there anything else that you wanted to chat about today?
Oh, yes. I have. And now I have to tell you that last week I was talking to a couple, and we're working on the ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on the ceremony. They want to have a script and stuff. And they say, you need to talk to Debbie. That's what I said. But I want you, Debbie, to talk to me about the rituals and all the type of ceremonies that we can do. I know that there are many of them, loads of them, but I'm sure that you have quite a few ones that maybe are your favorite ones.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very lucky in that I have couples from lots of different cultural backgrounds, lots of different beliefs. Some people are religious, some people are not religious. Mm-hmm. Some people come from different religions, and they're marrying, perhaps a Muslim is marrying a Christian, for example. Mm-hmm. So how do we respectfully create a meaningful ceremony, something that both sides of the family are going to be happy with? And for me, this is one of the beauties of creating ceremonies, and I've learned so much in my time as a celebrant. And we can have all kinds of rituals that will visually create a much more exciting wedding as well. Because I think with words, they're okay for a short time, but then people begin to lose concentration. So with your wedding, it's very important to have something visually happening. It wakes everybody up.
Yeah,
it creates some great photograph opportunities as well.
Of course, and they follow something. They are like involved. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and yes, talking about involving, it enables us to involve different members of the family or friends and bring them all in as part of the ceremony.
Yeah.
So I've got a few ideas here. Now, you'll recognise this one.
Las arras, no?
Yes, these are the arras coins.
Yeah.
So these little coins, there are 13 of them, and this is a traditional ceremony within Spain and most commonly within the Catholic ceremony. Mm-hmm. But what I do within a non-religious ceremony is we have the arras coins, and I suggest that family or friends present a coin in the name of something that's important to you, like honesty or passion, truthfulness. So each person comes up and presents a coin, and then the 13th coin, the couple present together in the name of love.
Oh, that's nice. That's lovely.
It's a great way of having something Spanish, a real Spanish.
Yeah, great. Great. Yeah, I love the idea. Very nice. Yeah.
These are hand fasting cords, and I don't know if you've heard of the expression to tie the knot.
Tie the knot, yeah.
But historically, before people could read or write, or we had a register to legally contract a marriage, a couple would hold hands, and they'd have the pulse. They'd put their pulses together, and then they would wrap a cord around their hands. And when you pull your hands away and hold each end of the cord, if you've wrapped it correctly, you can create an infinity knot, and that's called tying the knot.
Right.
So we can do that. And if you're
lovely point about if you have done it properly. Because otherwise, like
yes, you have to know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Otherwise,
that's why you have to do
it. Nothing.
Exactly. That's why you have to do it with a professional one.
And you can hand fast with whatever you want. So I've had people fast with a climbing rope.
Oh, wow.
Climbers. I have people hand tie with the hem, the bit at the bottom of mother's wedding dress. So we were tying the two wedding dresses together, which is a lovely idea.
Yeah, great idea.
Colours can be important to you. So it could be your favourite football team. It could be chakra colours, according to yoga. Lots of different meanings. So this is something I talked to the couple about the actual cords that they want to tie together.
And that's why I love bespoke ceremonies.
This one, careful. This one is hilo rojo.
Ah, el árbol de la vida. Yeah, great.
The little red thread, thread of destiny.
Nice.
So the couple, there's a loop, and that goes on the finger of the one partner, and this goes on the finger of the other partner.
Yeah.
And the idea is that they are connected. It's an invisible red thread. And there's a tradition that says that this will forever connect their souls.
Oh, nice
For infinity. It doesn't matter where they are, where they go. This invisible red thread will stretch. It may tangle, but it will never break. So it's a beautiful symbol of life and life's journey.
Love that one.
On the end here, I've got the tree of life.
Yeah.
And then this is the infinity symbol.
Infinity, yeah. I love those symbols, have to say. Yeah.
I've got some sand. A lot of people have heard about the sand ceremony. This is lovely if you've got two families that are joining together.
Yeah.
So again, you choose your colour, and there's a slight twist on this ceremony that I like, where you can pour the colours into a bowl, so you can see the layers of the different colours, one from one family, one from the other family, and then you mix it, and you stir it and mix it until you have a mixture of colours like this. So here we've got the red and the yellow. And like the grains of sand and the colours can never be separated, so your bond can never be separated.
So that's why you mix it, actually.
Yeah, it's a unity ceremony. So that's.
But do they couples need to have like a special sand, or can you, for example, you are in the Costa Tropical, I'm in Costa del Sol in Nerja, so some people have actually be proposed in Nerja, some of them even on the beach, so they want to have that little touch by having the sand of the beach that they have been proposed or something, or asked, sorry.
Beautiful. I think that's a lovely, lovely idea.
Yeah, you think that's a lovely idea? Great, great. So there isn't any, you have to look for a special type of sand or something like that. Well, you were saying before, like with the colors of the fabrics and everything. So I imagine that for sand is the same, isn't it? You can have
whatever color you want.
Whatever.
It can be to fit in with the design of your wedding, or it could be that colors have meaning to you.
Exactly.
And this, for example, this looks like sand, but it's actually salt.
Oh, is it?
And you can have a salt ceremony. And what I do is I get chalk.
And it's not the same as the sand one.
No, it's different. Salt has a different symbolism, different meaning.
Oh, okay.
Salt symbolizes a contract. So in the Bible, for example, for religion, you have the salt of the covenant. A covenant is an agreement. So salt has, it's vital for life. It flavors food. People used to be paid in salt. Salt is
that's true.
Important. And we have the salt of the sea here, obviously. And I can color the salt. What I do is I have children's chalk.
Okay.
I grate the chalk into the salt, and I can make it into different colors.
Nice one. I think I've done this when I was a little baby, like at school, and it was so funny, isn't it? Like painting the salt. Yeah. That's great. That's great.
Yeah. So those are just a few ideas, but there are many, many different rituals.
I know. Do you like when someone comes with they want to be unique and authentic, and they actually kind of turn a little bit, switch you on, saying like, show me something that you haven't done before.
I get so excited. I've got a couple at the moment. She's Japanese and he's Indian, and it's going to be
what a mix.
bright, colourful mix of culture and tradition. And I just get so excited.
I bet you are. I bet you do, yeah. It's like, and then as well, because you love your job, you love what you do.
I do.
And you can tell that straight away talking to you. Yeah, it's true. No, I love it. I love it. I love your passion. You put a lot of emotion there, and people can tell it, and that's why.
Igualmente.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's lovely. It's lovely. Well, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Debbie.
Thanks to you. I really look forward to chatting with you perhaps in another 2 weeks.
We will.
Anybody has any questions in the meantime, if they want to ask us anything in particular, I'd be delighted to answer any questions.
I'll be the same. Same for me. If you have questions, probably they do have some questions. They just have to let us know. And we will be more than happy to reply those questions.
So how can people find you, Marianne?
There are many ways. If they want to see some videos talking about questions and maybe make them think, they could go to our YouTube channel, Your Wedding in Spain, on YouTube, and they will find quite a few videos there, like very interesting for, how to plan weddings, where they can get some tricks and tips, like quite interesting. They can go to our website, yourweddinginspain.com. It's a very easy one, yourweddinginspain.com. They can actually book me if they want to have a little chat with me. They can just, book me for a phone call. I'll be more than happy to talk to them and see what they have for the ideal wedding, let's say. And they could also follow us on social media. We are in Facebook, and we are also on Instagram. Instagram is yourweddinginspain.com as well. Sorry, not .com. Did I say .com? Your Wedding in Spain. I think it's perfect. Yeah,
just
perfect
type
wedding.
in Your Wedding in Spain and we'll find you.
And I'll be there.
Great. Okay. Well, I'm Debbie Skyrme, but the business is Celebrant Spain. So type in Celebrant Spain and you'll find me on social media. Perfect. And the website is celebrantspain.es for España.
España, yes. We love España, don't we?
We do, with a passion.
Yeah. So, Debbie, thanks a lot for your time, and I'll see you very, very soon.
Love to. Bye for now.